God, she's so stupid. But I understand that. It's because you're all fucking children, okay? Let me explain this clearly, okay? Okay.
You want for the Brittany Lav convo?
I hate liars. That's the big
Okay.
thing.
Me
So
too.
I disliked Cherry. I hate liars and phonies. I'm like Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye. But I hate.
You don't ever want to be Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye. That's not the character you want to commit yourself to. The whole point was that guy needed to grow up and stop judging people. I'm pretty sure. If I remember, it's like 20 years since I read that book, literally. But
I hate. Listen, I didn't like Cherry before. At first, I was like, "What the fuck, bitch?" I was like, "What, Cherry? Come on, why are you doing this to me?" I was like, "Let's duke it out. It's like drama." And then she tried to do this whole thing with Max, and I was like, "No, now I hate you." I think.
Can I be honest about that? Just like caveat, I just feel like she really made a mental illness mistake. Like,
I know.
Like maybe it triggered.
No,
or
and
made
that's
her,
fine.
right?
And that's fine. But then she doubled down on it.
But she apologized in the stream
stream.
yesterday. No, she said, I think I messed up here. But she doubted herself because Max makes me doubt myself too. Like sometimes I think he's lying, but without meaning to. So I wonder if she was feeling the same energy from him. But she did admit in the stream yesterday that she
called it. No, she lied. She lied and said that she saw him.
It's true.
She saw. Okay, but okay. Then does that hold up in a court of law?
I don't think that.
Yeah, wait. Isn't it literally called mens rea? Isn't it literally in the court of law? Don't you have to have a state of mind to commit a certain crime? Like, if we were to talk about like if you're backing a car up onto somebody and you run them over on accident versus you're trying to fucking murder them, the mens rea is going to be different for a different crime, right? Or if you perjure yourself, if you commit like perjury, like if you accidentally mistake something or you get a fact wrong, you're not going to be like, oh, you just perjured yourself. Well, hold on, fuck, I misremembered. I misspoke. And it's like, well, no, that's perjury. Misspeaks equals jail time.
She's like,
it's
Your
not
Honor,
a court of law.
Your
It's
Honor?
not a court of law. No, you're implying intention. This is like now we're looping back to the same disagreement we had yesterday on stream.
Okay, well
which
then
is lying implies an
I'm not a
intentionality.
professional. I'm not a professional about this. I have my own opinions, and I'm allowed to have my own personal opinions about how Cherry conducted herself, and I think it's disgusting.
That the criticism that she's a liar doesn't bear out well. You can feel that way, but what we're saying is the feelings that you're having are a little bit off here. Was there bad stuff?
She was careless. I will say she was careless.
I agree.
She was more than that. She was reckless, right?
Yeah.
She did a very, very bad thing. Yeah. She didn't think about the fact of like what these accusations would sound like.
This is also, especially when it comes to like a sexual harassment, whatever. It feels very dishonest to me. Even if you're not actively lying, it feels dishonest to be reckless. Because you're enjoying the in-grouping of trauma bonding with Stardust over it. You're laughing about him being antisocial. You're talking about how small his dick is. And then you're online and you're like, he made me feel uncomfortable. You're lying.
Wait.
Well, no. You don't know that's true. They might have actually been uncomfortable. Max does have a history of being exhibitionism. I think that they were wrong. They misread him because they're so angry with him. But in their worldview, they genuinely felt like what was happening. Unless they're going to convince me that Stardust and Cherry made it all up, they never felt he was doing that. They just 8D chessed together a conspiracy to try to attack Max. So that's what you're implying when you're saying that they're lying.
No, what I am implying and what I think actually happened, because if you saw the stream, Cherry fully is like trying to convince Stardust that it was like actually that he did it on purpose, which I think is even more gross. Because Stardust is like, I don't know, it made me feel weird. And then she had to double down because Cherry had already gone public with it. And then Stardust just got Stardust was stupid. But she got carried away in this thing that like Cherry was like, it's antisocial behavior. She had just come off of the Mr.Girl stream. She was angry, vitriolic about, whatever. That seems... There is something to me, maybe that's the wrong word. It feels like dishonesty. It feels like recklessness. Recklessness feels like dishonesty. Yeah.
It's deeply yucky. Like what I'm seeing in you is like it's yucky.
Or maybe it doesn't feel. This is the problem. This is the problem.
Really wrong.
Because I think introspection and honesty are synonymous. So when I think that you're low in introspection, that reads as dishonest to me.
No.
These
are two different things.
No. I know. But I'm saying you are right, and I just realized that through understanding my personal dictionary.
Okay.
So
fair,
it's
fair.
not dishonesty.
Can I ask a question? Because I don't know Cherry, so I can't speak for her. But how is that different than what like Max has done to me or any of the other women he's done anything to? Like he lies about me, he tells shit stories about me, he says the most bullshit things about me.
He did it to me.
And his version of apology is just like it's half-assed. That's why I don't trust him. Because I think he secretly still thinks bad about me, which is fine. But that's why I can't trust him because I'm not getting any genuine energy from him. But then again, I could be wrong and maybe I can't see him, so that's my fault. So instead of trying to be friends, I've just given us space. So why do you think like Max gets a pass but Cherry can't? Because I think that she probably just made a mistake, even if it feels like a lie, because it does feel like a lie. But so does Max.
Yeah.
But maybe they're just
he's
being...
lied about Brittany. He's lied about you. He's lied about me.
So maybe it's not a lie. Maybe it's like a cognitive dissonance issue.
Right, but he would say he felt that way. It was
He
how
felt
his
that
emotions
way.
were
Yeah.
feeling, right? But she felt that way too. And
Yeah,
so the issue
maybe.
is if she's a liar, then Max was a liar all along too, or both are in their fifis. You get to
Well,
pick.
I also think that you need to
But same stick.
weigh what is also at like risk though, because if you're a man and you're accused of sexual assault, that's on your record more than like a fucking conspiracy. Like
I mean, I still have people trying to dox me to universities based on like certain claims that Max.
were
has
they
made.
but okay, but were they
That's
your
Pascal,
friends
by the way.
who then decided to accuse you of sexual harassment? That's like very different than this person who's like mostly a stranger to you online who's like you're a Nazi cult leader.
I have a question. If you viewed my relationship with Steven, would you think that we're very close friends?
No.
Is Cherry and Max very close friends?
I think that Stardust and Max were closer.
Okay. And then
They
with you
were.
and Steven, are you and Steven close friends, Lav?
I would. We are on the friendlier side of friends.
Even though he called you a dumb bitch yesterday?
You're right. We're enemies. We're
So
adversaries.
what I'm trying to say is, even to our friends, sometimes we can be vitriolic. Maybe we can even
Sure.
tell lies about them. So I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I guess I want to see, because I don't know Cherry, so I don't know who this bitch is. And, like, God bless her. I don't know who she is. So, like, I can't tell what she's doing, but it feels like, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure out your values, so if you treat people the same or if you treat them differently because of some reason.
Listen, I don't think it's that much different. I think this is all very personal to me.
That's fair.
Because of the way that I see myself in Max. I told this to you earlier.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see myself in Max. I saw nobody coming to his aid, even Steven, and he was like begging Steven to. And so
Stop! God, she's so stupid. But I understand that. It's because you're all fucking children, okay? Let me explain this clearly, okay? Okay. Hold on. It's okay. This is the penalty. This is the burden that I have to carry because I can see into the internet ethers and I see all and I understand everything. And other people don't understand, and that's okay. Take a walk with me and allow me to share my wisdom with you, okay? The charges against Max from Cherry and Stardust were bullshit, okay? Number one, okay? Now, if it was the case that Max was going to get hyper fucking canceled over it, I probably would have put my thumb on the scale. But you have to keep in mind that when I put my thumb on the scale, not only do I lend a bit of my credibility to a situation, in some cases, I might take away some amount of credibility from a situation. It might be the case that people think, oh, he's only trying to defend Max because they're friends. Or, oh, he's only trying to defend Max because he had a thing with Cherry and they hate each other now, right? So I wake up, I see this information where people are saying like, oh, first I see messages from Cherry and Stardust. I'm like, this is dumb. I see a message from Max. I'm like, this is dumb. I don't know why they're saying this. This is stupid. So what I do is I go online and I look and I see, well, what are people saying? And here's what I see. In my chat room, people are shitting on Cherry and Stardust. In my subreddit, people are shitting on Cherry and Stardust. And on Twitter, in Stardust's own replies, people are shitting on Cherry and Stardust. So when I see that the entire world is against these two people, I don't need to put my thumb on the scale. I don't have to say anything. They've already destroyed themselves with their dumb shit accusations. Like, I don't have to weigh in there. For me to go live, and then for me to try to, like, defend Max, I don't need to do that. They've already fallen apart themselves. I don't need to tip the scale or risk fucking anything up by lending my credibility to Max, because why the fuck would I wouldn't even need to do that. It's already more or less handled. Now, Max wanted first, and Max never asked me to defend him. He didn't. Now, you could argue, well, he was too afraid to because he thinks that would look bad privately even, which I guess we can get there. But like, Max wanted to come onto my stream and say his piece, and he did. I don't remember if Cherry was on. She had her tail tucked between her legs because she knew she was wrong, and she apologized later for it, which she should have. Stardust tweeted out her apology. She knew she was wrong. This idea that like, and I know that Lav is doing this because she's like desperately trying to get on Max's good side, and it's like her obsession right now, okay? But this idea that she was even doing this, like, Max needs a friend, man. Like, motherfucker, he's fine. Shut the fuck up. I don't need this overly emotional, like, come and screech into the, oh, and you gotta help him and save him. He doesn't need help. It's over. It's fine. I think I even said that towards the end of the conversation. I was like, this is bullshit. And everybody knows it's bullshit. Of course it's bullshit. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. The whole fucking world is against Cherry and Stardust right now. I don't need to add any of my weight onto the situation. Everybody knows it's bullshit. Like, full stop. This idea that, like, oh, I'm gonna be the one good friend. She's only saying this because she wants to be the one to save Max. Because she wants Max to like her. That's like her desperate thing. Like, so she wants to come in and save it. She wants to say, oh, look, everyone else is being a bad friend. I'm being a really good friend. That's good for you, Chief, go for it. But don't throw me under the bus. We're like, oh, even Steven wouldn't help him. If it was some serious shit and the tides were against him on some bullshit accusation, then of course I'd be weighing in a lot more. Like, hold on. Let's stop and think what's actually being fucking said here. But I didn't need to. The whole world was against Cherry and Stardust on those accusations. I don't need to, like, enter the fray there.
Listen, it shouldn't have been me. It shouldn't have been me to push back on Cherry, and I acknowledge that because it looked worse than it did, obviously, because we already had beef.
Does Mr. Girl feel this way about you not going in? I don't know. I haven't even talked about that. But I don't care. I know that I'm right. I know that I'm right. I can see the tides of the internet and the ebb and flow in the direction of where the jerk wave is going. And I saw that as soon as I woke up. Nobody was going to be taking Cherry and Stardust side on that. Of course not.
Literally, like, the day before. It should have been Steven. And I was messaging him while we were talking. I was like, "You need to denounce publicly that she's like."
No, I don't need to. I don't need an overly emotional person with a biased investment in the situation to tell me how to handle a public situation. You fall apart every single time somebody says something mean about you on Reddit and Twitter. Why the fuck would I take your advice in handling public situations? There's no reason for me to do that. You're the last person in the world I would ever trust for advice on how to properly help somebody. Like, I guess, like, do something for PR for their public image. Like, why would I ever take your advice on that?
That this was not accurate and that he's not a sexual assaulter. Because, I mean, literally, and it's not my responsibility to take care of Max, obviously. But Max is on stream crying. As an empathetic person, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fucking destroy this bitch.
Stop calling you You're not empathetic. You weren't empathetic towards anybody. You just wanted to come on and shit on Cherry. Stop with this empath dude, every time, Mr. Girl does this too. Anytime somebody says they're empathetic, I immediately, like, haha, okay, sure. Dude, fucking bullshit. Nobody's fucking empathetic. It is such an unbelievably rare quality to have an actual empathetic person. This is not it.
Bitch. This bitch who I already don't like because she already sucks to me.
That's fair.
To me, she already sucks.
That's like the bias moving towards a direction. I love that for you. So I think that's fair. That's all fair.
It's not fair.
I guess I just so that's
how is it different?
Right?
I don't know.
I just think Max is an adult who can stand up for himself. I don't think Steven or you have to. I think it's nice that you want to, but I think even in the conversation,
why
like,
did this
Max actually like handled that like above reproach. Like he handled that conversation.
He had to.
That doesn't matter.
What do you?
He
Yeah.
has to fight.
But this is
he always has
he
to.
wanted to navigate it.
As a streamer, he did well. As a person, he felt abandoned.
Okay, as a person,
How do you know that? God, it's so cringe. Oh God, her obsession with Max is actually so fucking cringe. Holy shit. Okay.
abandoned. We're streamers.
All right, bye.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe, and don't forget the notification bell so that my videos show up right in your feed.